Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
It's us.
It is us.
You know what I'm
We are
saying?
here.
What's up, T?
What up? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I am excelente.
Yes, excelente for sure, bro. You know what I'm saying? That was terrible. All right, don't just erase that part. But hey, listen. Glad to see everybody. Welcome back.
Yes. I know
We
it's
we missed y'all. I
been
hope
a
you
minute.
missed us. You know what I'm saying? It's been a minute, but I'm just gonna let them know where they at real quick, T. You know,
Okay.
it's our thing. So I'm Mike. That's T. Anywhere we at, we in the place to be. Shop 143, and this right here is not your average podcast in the 716. You heard the name.
You
Go
heard
Bills.
it. Go Bills.
Go Bills.
Yes. So we are back. We've been gone. Oh my God. Yes. Wait a minute. Time
Oh,
the
okay.
hell
Okay.
out.
Hold on. Let me go ahead and get it on the screen real quick.
Time out. What is up? Talk about it. Talk
Huh?
about it.
You see what I'm talking about?
Talk about it.
Wifey
I'm giving
of
you the floor.
Wifey of the century, so I'm gonna just get y'all on a close up. Wifey bought me this chain, right? Oh, it's amazing. It's my logo.
It's
You
banging.
can see him in the background. Same thing. And the QR code right here.
I seen that. Does
works,
it?
T. Yeah, it works, T. It
what?
works. It works.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Bill's chain's still there. Hold on, let me go ahead and you know what I'm saying? We still in the building.
Wow.
But yeah, this one right here, this is so crazy.
That is beautiful. Wife. That's beautiful.
It was so great. Yeah. So
I know you were so shocked. You were shocked, right?
Super shocked because she was like, "Oh, I got you." So I'm like, "All right, cool, whatever." You know what I'm saying?
It's all right, cool, whatever.
Ain't nothing going on. So like, what did you get me?
And, right.
You know,
it's not my birthday.
Cause I'm just thinking, so you know, and you know, I'm not like giddy like a girl, like, oh my god.
No, you were.
Inside, T.
No, it showed on the video.
But when I get it, I lost it. I cannot even lie to you. Like, cause she brought it here. I was cutting hair. She brought it here, and man,
you had to remove yourself.
My mouth hit the ground. You know what I'm saying?
You had to remove yourself. I'll be right back, y'all.
Give me 1 second, y'all. I just my allergies and things. But yeah,
I love it.
Super dope, man. I love you, babe. Great.
That's beautiful, beautiful,
Super
beautiful.
Great. Yeah.
She's in the comments, so don't.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, so that's not. He didn't say I love you, babe. To me, it was.
No.
She's in the comments.
Though,
yeah, it's okay though. It's fine. You know. No, it's fine.
Hey, soon as you get me something around, oh girl. Hey.
That's crazy. But let's get into it. So, a lot of stuff happened. We've been gone, and OTA'S is still going. And we had a Matt Milano sighting. We seen him.
Come on now.
What?
Ooh. Huh?
Love it. Any concerns from you? Love you too.
I have no concerns. I'm good. This dude is a beast. Mm-hmm. I'm knowing that when he touches the field, instant difference maker because that's the player that he is. So I feel like he's gonna be ready.
I hope so. I really do. I want.
Yeah, I don't think that he's gonna play him the first couple games, but
because they had said that he will not practice so much, not until training camp.
Yeah, because you don't want to do nothing stupid in OTAs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's just on the sideline
for moral. You know what I mean?
He's there. He's working out, but he's working on the sideline. He's not really doing the drills that some of these linebackers are doing. He's working on the sideline. Yeah.
And I feel like this, right? We've talked about this before, right? With the I'm not even gonna say his name, but with the vet not showing up to OTAs. Mm-hmm. If you're there, you don't have to necessarily go through the movements of the new guys, but just be there, be an ear for them. You know what I'm saying? Grow a relationship with them. Let them know that the vets are embracing them and they want to see you do good. You see what I'm saying? It's not about getting work in. You getting work in all off season.
I mean, like you said, for the most part, it's just getting back with the guys.
It's getting back with the guys.
Right.
And I think that's the most important. Anytime that you have that you're able to get with all of your team and all the coaches, you should take advantage of every second. Right?
And we know it's volunteer. We totally understand that. Like, we don't put too much emphasis, and we didn't do it when it came to Diggs. And I swear that's going to be the last time I say his name.
I didn't do it. You did that.
I know I did. I said I wasn't going to. I didn't put a lot of, oh my God, he's not here. I didn't care. Like, I don't. Right. If the guys are here, great. If they're not here, great. Von Miller's not here this week. I don't. I don't care. Like. I think for Josh, I think it's important for Josh because he has a whole new wide receiver room. And I also think it's important too for the team, but I think when I say important, don't get hung up on that word important. Right. I think it's important because this is a whole new team altogether. They lost some pieces that has been vets on this team for a long time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yes, and we're going to get into that the whole thing about Bass and all of that. I love to see that, but
listen. He's the scar that he absorbed from last year.
Yeah,
is going to only make him a better player, as far as we know. Bass, right?
Yeah,
I feel like it's always going to make him a better player because he ain't no sucker. You know what I'm saying? We got field goal players who are suckers and who are you know what I mean? He's not that dude. So we'll get into it.
He's putting in the work. But let's get into some of the stuff that was spoken about during these OTAs. MVS. Okay. So we haven't spoke about MVS and how his coming to Buffalo Bills. So he visited with the Buffalo Bills and Josh Allen invited him over to his home, like to his house, not to the restaurant, to his personal domain. Come on over, bro.
Because I know you're going to love it.
Right.
So come over.
Right. Also, that being said, so Chase Claypool said he spoke. When you speak about the Buffalo Bills, you talk about an atmosphere of family when it comes to the Bills. He said it's the process of this team bonding is awesome. Right. So, and we always we talk about this. We talk about the fact that Buffalo Bills, if you live in Buffalo, you are more reliant on your family and your friends.
Absolutely.
And you can say whatever you want. There's not a lot to do here. But if you have a bond of people that you chill with and that you close with, nothing else matters.
It doesn't.
Nothing else matters.
Right.
And it just seems to be like when players come and play with Buffalo, they either buy a house or they're coming back often.
Right. And that's a fact. Even when you leave, even when a player leaves, it's like Buffalo never leaves them.
Yeah.
And it's like you got to know that just to live in Buffalo, you have to be strong. Let's just say that off top. In order to live in Buffalo, you can't be no weak person.
No,
it's not gonna last for you.
No.
You know what I mean? So, oh God, I can't wait to talk about. You see, John wrote.
What?
Mr. Claypool.
Oh, he said. What did he say here?
Claypool,
he said Chase will say it's more like family.
Yes.
Yeah.
And hear me out, right? I think I don't know if I said this last part. I think I did. I am so like 10 toes.
You were on his train. You're on his train.
On Claypool's train from the beginning. Even when he got in the league, when he started playing, I was like, "Oh, this dude is a beast." And I felt always every team he went to that they weren't using him correctly. Right? They weren't using him correctly. They weren't using him enough. So his hands got cold sometimes. You know what I mean? And I feel like the family aspect wasn't there the last couple teams. Let's be real. That family aspect, it wasn't there for the Steelers. It wasn't there for Miami. You know what I mean? So I feel like coming to Buffalo, bro, it already said that we believe in him. When they said he coming over here, I was like, I'm instantly in. Because there is something that they had to see in order for even Claypool to for them to even entertain Claypool. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, what do you think about Claypool? Real quick.
Here's I don't know. Like, you know what? Right. You always have your training camp darling, and I think he's yours. Chase is going to be yours. Yeah. I'm still on the fence when it comes. When he came out of North oh my God, what
I don't know where he
go to?
I forgot.
I can't remember.
Did he go? I
can't remember. No. Okay. Notre Dame. My bad. He came when he came out of Notre Dame. A really good guy, like a really good wide receiver.
Yeah.
Snatched up by Pittsburgh. Big freaking wide receiver that can catch.
Yeah.
I wanted him then.
Right.
I don't know what happened with Chase Claypool, what the disconnect is with him. I
Who
still
they
think
have over there when they picked him up? I'm sorry.
He played with Ben Roethlisberger. He played with Ben.
But who was their number one?
Oh my God, who was their number one?
If anybody remembers who their number one is when they picked up Chase, because
oh my God, who was their number one?
I feel like their number one was on a roll. So
I can't remember who their number one was.
He was when he was brought in, he was like a number 3, you know.
And I think Chase was either a 2 or a 3.
Yeah,
I want to say.
He started off at 3, and then he moved up to 2, and then he kept going back and forth because then it was like, I don't know if it was the targets. I don't know what it was, but I feel like, and I know everybody can attest to this, this is going to be the best quarterback he's ever played with.
Yes.
So
I agree there.
In saying that, I feel like this dude is going to shine. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love that hat.
So Clay's, he's yours. I don't know who's mine yet.
Right.
You know, I Justin Shorter. I don't know if he makes the team. Mm-hmm. I'm always gonna root for the underdog. I think Justin Shorter. They said he's had some good catches in OTA'S. Mm-hmm. But I think I want to wait. I know I like the running back Ray Davis. I know I love him for sure. Mm-hmm. I love his story. So you know how I feel about foster care. So I'm definitely probably going to be rooting for him. Mm-hmm. But let's get into some comments that Joe Brady said about the Buffalo Bills offense.
Okay.
He was speaking about, because, you know, he's been removed. I'm not even going to say his name. He's been removed now.
Yes.
And so now we have a committee of wide receivers in this room. Mm-hmm. And he said that everyone is going, you have to have a mindset. Everyone is going to eat. And that's the mindset that they need to have going into this season.
Yes.
We don't have a typical number one.
I love all the slick innuendos as well. I love that. Because if you're going to ask, I'm going to give it to you. Because we shouldn't be even talking about that. But since you want to slide, I'm going to slide too. And it's like everybody's going to eat. Right. There will be no one-man band. Everybody's going to eat. Everybody's going to be used in their right way and in many ways.
Right.
Come on.
And also, too, like, speaking about this wide receiver room, your usage is how you play is what you get. Like, you got to run that route, and maybe you're just a decoy for that route, but you got to run that route like you're in that play. And I think that was some of, like, that speaks kind of volumes of how maybe last year some of that wasn't what it was. Not saying
we know it wasn't. We ain't gonna even do it, but we know it wasn't.
Right.
We know it wasn't.
Right.
He wanted a one-man band, and it didn't work with Brady's structure, right? Because Brady wants everybody to eat, because you don't get all these talented people on one team and then one guy gets the ball. Mm-hmm, That's not where we at, especially when we established a run game. Now everything's new. Everything's different. This is a breath of fresh air. Like, you know, I feel like some players need to get off the high horse and be a part of a winning team.
Right. And speaking of that, I want to play you this clip because Kaiir had some nice and kind words. To make sure I get it for you guys.
So that's a mentality where he'll tell us all the time, everybody eats. And that's, whether you're running a certain route, you got to go and you got to clear for your buddy who's coming running an hour route, whatever it is. Like I said before, what goes around comes around. If you got to sit there and want to go 50 times, do it full speed 50 times, then that 51st time, it might be you running that out and somebody else is clearing the ball for you, So it's, it's more of a mentality. It's like we're all working together to make sure that play works and that, you just keep building off of that.
Love it. That's the mindset that they got to have.
That's the mindset that you have to have to be a winning team. You have to have that mindset. And I love that. I loved his interview. I love his energy. The dude's been lifting weights apparently. And
yeah. Like, I mean, what else can you say?
Right.
So, okay, I'll say this about one person being removed from the wide receiver room. Mm-hmm. You have that one dog in the wide receiver room. Yeah. And the intensity of him speaks volumes because he plays with intent and intensity. Mm-hmm. He brings it to practice. Yes. Maybe you're going to miss that. So someone's going to have to bring that intensity and bring that dog. Because when you remove that type of dog from a practice and from a team, it's going to be missed. Mm-hmm. So now you as a committee need to up your game up. So who's going to be that? You know what I'm saying?
Or it could be a real collective.
Yeah.
It could be a real collective. And it doesn't have to necessarily be a guy on offense. It could be a guy on defense. It could be anybody. So it's like, it's going to be great because now it's a whole new thing. The culture is still going to always be there. And now we're just building off that culture. And it's so great. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, like Shakir will play outside a lot.
Shakir can play inside and out. Can play wherever. Anywhere. Yeah, so wherever, it's great. I mean, the thing about this wide receiver room, is that they have a different variety when it comes to wide receiver room. They definitely got some big guys. They got freaking Coleman, who is a rookie, who made the one, right? He might just be, a scramble drill, whatever the case may be. You can't give up on a play because Josh Allen is not giving up on a play.
Never.
Right? So, I don't know. Here's what's his name? And I think people are forgetting about Curtis Samuel.
You can't, because Curtis Samuel is going to take this season by storm. Do you understand me? This dude is a menace. He's really good. I don't know. Do they not know he's really good? Like, he's really good. And they didn't have nobody to throw it to him in Washington. So, of course, you ain't see nothing.
Right. So, he said, I can play any of the position. I can play inside. I can play outside. I can play in the backfield. That's what Joe Brady said. I'm sorry. The more Curtis Samuel on the field is a better team.
And he said, Joe Brady said he's the best blocker he's worked with.
Yes.
What? That was huge.
Yeah.
He's arguably the best blocker I've ever receiver blocker.
His
I've
best
ever
season
had.
was definitely under Joe Brady. I just think that I think with every, and I'll continue to say this until we start our season.
Right.
It was the names that everybody got hung up on. The names that was removed from the Buffalo Bills. These big names, yes. Right. But those big names were going to be removed. They were going to be removed. So we got a collection, a committee of wide receivers. And I think that people are sleeping on the Buffalo Bills because of the names that's going on. But like Joe Brady said, at the end of the freaking day, and I put that in there, this is Josh Allen's offense.
Josh's offense. Everybody's going to eat. And by this receiving core being new, they are extra hungry, extra aggressive, and very competitive. And I feel like with those three things, it's a remedy for success.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a recipe for success. It's going to be, these dudes are so hungry. And then Josh is so excited to have new guys around him who are falling into the game plan that this is, we want to win. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't have to be one guy. And he gets to think free, right? Without the pressures of this dark cloud over him everywhere he goes, interviews, stuff like that.
For sure. When it comes to your team, it's ran by a quarterback.
Yeah.
And at any time you feel that if it's not ran by your quarterback, and your GM and this is just my thoughts, your GM and your head coach is thinking it's being shifted somewhere else. We got to get back on the same page, because this quarterback is the face. And anything from that, taken away from that, it's a distraction.
It's a distraction.
So when Joe Brady says at the end of the day, this is Josh Allen's offense, I don't know if you could say that when that person was there.
No.
You know what I mean? No. Right. So removing that, and what's up, Sandra? How you doing?
How you doing, Sandra?
See?
Oh, look at you. Come on now.
Okay. At the end of the day, when you remove it and you're saying, I'm telling you now, this is your offense. And here are the people, the pieces I'm putting in. Right. Elevate. So now I'm dug in. I want to see what Joe Brady can bring to this offense and what Joe Brady and Josh Allen can bring to this offense. Because if you're handing it off to Josh and Joe is saying, it's you, I want you to elevate this wide receiver room, Josh.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I am so with you, because as a quarterback, you need to be able to know that this is your team, right? Throughout rhetoric or commitment or display, you need to.
Right.
It needs to, at all levels. This needs to be your team.
Yeah.
So I feel
no doubt. Leave no doubt.
No doubt. Leave no doubt. This is my team. I think that Josh is going to have one of the best years of his career this year because of the excitement and the nuance of the team and how it looks, right? Because we went through phases when he got here. It's the pre-dig, it's the post-dig, and now it's you know what I mean? Like with digs, and now it's the post-dig. So it's like there's different levels of this. So I'm excited. We went through different OCs, so now it's like this is all, and I feel like across the board, right, with all the interviews from the OTA'S, everybody says that the energy that Brady brings is insane. Like,
he's that dude, Mike. His swag alone.
Oh,
right. I know you played football. I didn't play football. I played basketball, softball. I played all the sports, right? And if you have one coach that you think is on the same page or can identify with you, you're gonna go hard body for that coach.
For that coach and that energy, you're gonna feed off of, and now you're going to want to impress or make this coach understand that your energy is reciprocated, and I'm going to show it through my work. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I'm excited for all of that. This is his first full year from the get-go as Brady, and I'm all in. I'm all in.
Even Kincaid. Let's talk about Kincaid. So Kincaid came in to this OTA'S a little heavier. He spoke last year that he came in hurt off of his rookie season. Going into his rookie season, he came in hurt. He said he wanted to put on some more weight because he wanted not to be moved off of his routes, not to be easily bumped off. And
you playing with the big boys.
Right. I think he also understands his role might be a little bigger than it was last year.
Oh, for sure, you're right on. Okay. and he also mentioned that, you lose a lot of weight during OTA'S anyway.
Right.
So he was like, I want to get that, nice balance. And he worked hard.
Mm-hmm.
What up, Thomas? Okay.
Ain't seen you in a minute. What's up, Thomas?
Right. I'll be forgetting he changed his profile pic. You know
what
I'm saying? Right.
He said, I agree.
One of his best years of his career. What helps is that no other team will know what, there's no other team will know what this offense looks like. And I feel the game plan can change a lot with the variety of weapons that we have. I agree.
I
agree with that because, it's the mystery that's going to kill everybody.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to kill everyone because, when the year pop up, it's like, oh, yeah, I know it's going to be Diggs and Josh.
Right.
But
you know what, Mike? Let me be the devil's advocate.
Right. Okay.
So you can flip that and say there is no more double team, right? So how are you going to get off when there's everybody just man on man? But for me, I think that works out. No?
That works in the benefit because
I can be wrong.
Right. No, I think it's beneficial because, now it's like the first glimpse. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that first glimpse always catches people off. So, and then now you got to figure out how to work with it. And then once you figure out how to work with that guy, the other guy got it.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you try to figure out him, the other guy got it. So there's so many other weapons added in with the running game. It's like they're going to be confused for a while.
Right.
They're going to be confused for a while. And Josh is going to take full advantage of that because he's that dude. And when he gets excited and turn up in the game and you let him fly, we know what that looks like. It looks amazing. Mm-hmm. So to have a supporting cast with the same goal and not always having the pressure in the back of your mind, I got to look for this guy. Come on now.
Right. Right. So I want to play you this one with our guy, Kaiir. I'm looking forward to a big season for him. So let's see what he has to say.
Share the struggles because it helped me become into who I am now. It's not like I was cutting corners. It's not like I wasn't listening or wasn't taking notes, wasn't preparing the right way. I felt like it helped. That's just the reality of it. And sometimes you can't really force success. You just have to continue to keep riding that wave, keep trying to stay consistent, and continue to trust and believe in yourself.
So here is my take on Kaiir. I love Kaiir, and me and Mike, we're riding with Kaiir.
Absolutely.
Again, I got stuff signed over here with Kaiir.
Yeah.
I also think that Kaiir was not put in the great position the last 2 years. I don't think. Again, it goes back to coaching. Goes back to a coach that you want to go out there and run through a wall for. I just don't think Kaiir was put in a good position to succeed.
Right. And I concur. When he came in, the corner position was solidified to a point, so he had time to build and grow. Then it came to an abrupt halt with injuries. So it was kind of like the pressure was more on. And I think because of the lack of play, it was a gap between his skill and the actual production. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, and then he got injured on top of that. So then it was like, okay, this is an avalanche of crazy stuff. You know what I mean? Like, it's just an avalanche of crazy things. We're going through different coach changes, trying to just figure it out. And it's tough. So, and it showed, right? It showed. And he knows that. He's very aware.
Yes. Listen, I'm expecting Kaiir at some point to reach his potential. I hope he's going to continue to be a Buffalo Bill because you've seen a skill set in Kaiir to where I don't know if it's Trey White, but you've seen something in that.
Right.
And hopefully this year he gets that opportunity.
Yeah.
Because I mean, go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, like John said earlier, Jamal Addy should definitely be a big help for Kaiir Elam
this year.
Definitely be a big help. Hopefully work out some of them tweaks and elevate some of his positives. So
I mean, when you're going into a game and you're afraid to fail or afraid to make a mistake, you're going to make one. Yeah, you're not playing to your full potential. You're hesitant. You're not playing
instinctively. I got you.
Thank you so much. Hey. Messed it up.
You play with doubt, right?
Right. Absolutely.
That's a scary thing to play with because it's a fast game, right? So you don't really have time for doubt.
That's a good one.
Could we please get Kaiir a sports psychologist? I think he is all up in his head. Doug, I think you're correct.
I think last year he definitely was. That one game, Mike, that Jags game.
Oh my God.
That was I think that might have been his worst game of his career.
I thought he was going to go missing after that game. I know he was sick.
Guys, I met Kaiir. Very soft-spoken young man.
Mm-hmm.
He knows what he has to do. I was speaking to him, and he's just, I want him to win. That's all I can say. I just want him to win. He is a good guy. I don't really go hard body when it comes to players, but Kaiir kind of has a little soft spot because I met him. I spoke to him. He's a really good dude, and I really want him to become a star with the Buffalo Bills. Yeah, I'll be devastated if he goes somewhere and be a star. I'm oh my God, why couldn't we get that out of him?
Well, this year is it. This year is it.
Yeah.
I'm almost positive. This year is it.
Yeah.
When I say it, I mean it. So I got high hopes. I think he's gonna do it. I think he's gonna do really well. I mean, he showed good signs towards the end of the season last year.
What, you don't think? Wait. Our defense wasn't the best at all, even Super Bowl level. Wait. So you think last year our defense wasn't great? I'll say this.
Talking about towards the end? He might be talking about towards the end.
Towards the end
with
of the
all
season.
The injuries.
We have it's always been that way.
Right. We were broken. By the end of the year, we looked like a
shell of ourselves.
On bag of chips. Somebody.
First of all, that freaking Pittsburgh game, we had to go and get the guy off. He was going on vacation, guy.
He was with his family. They had to be like, hey, you remember us? It's the Bills. Got you. I still have your jersey. That's weird. Can you come by? Real quick. Just real quick. I need you to have one of the best games of your life.
He said, not really.
We always get to the playoffs and can't get over the hump. Okay. I mean, that. I feel like that's. I don't know if I would directly put it on the defense, though, Rick. I don't know if I could do that. I can't say that. I can't say that I would.
I can't say. I'm not going to say the defense this year.
No,
but I can say that our defense was hit with injuries, and I hate doing the injury thing because this is a game that you're going to get injured in.
Right.
But I'll say this, and I think because of Kansas City, the league has a Kansas City problem. It's not just the Buffalo Bills. It's the league. It's just and I don't want to bring up New England. I mean, New England was in our division, so we had a New England problem. But our offense kind of let us down because, to be quite honest with you, if it would have happened the way I'll say this, if it happened the way it happened, if he would have caught the ball, it would have been a different game.
Different game, people. Different.
Not to say if we would have lost it or won, but it would have just been a different game.
Yeah, totally different game. And that's why the departure wasn't really a big deal.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, man.
And I hope it doesn't bite us in the tail. But I'm
positive it won't.
I believe that we're doing it a year too soon. A year early, not too soon. A year early. We knew that the Bills were going to come up off of Diggs. We knew it.
We felt it. We were talking about
maybe not this year.
Yeah, it was fresh for us, but I felt like it was just, if we're gonna have any chance to win in anything, we got to get rid of the cancer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
We got to rid the cancer. We see that our quarterback, our number one quarterback arguably in the league, mental is depleting right in front of our face.
Yeah. I'll say this. The first 7 games, was it 7 games? First 7 games, 10 games.
Right.
You've seen Josh Allen not happy playing football. And we both came on here saying he's not enjoying playing football.
He's not happy. Like, you could tell he was not happy.
He was a mess.
And I felt partly it was our OC, our old OC, and then partly was because of the pressures that I'm sure the OC and Diggs was putting on this man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's corny at the end of the day. We're trying to win, bro. It's not about this dude. It's about all of us.
This part is that when Klein is supposed to be your savior, you know you're in trouble. Great dude, but that's prime. That's facts. That is facts.
That's facts.
I mean, what are you gonna do?
Everybody hurt.
It's a good thing that, you know what? It's a new season. It's a good thing. It's a new season, new plate. We are going into this one with, a wide receiver room that is Bassins and Robbins. Brandon Bean said it's a shitload of different ice cream.
Oh my God, these coaches have to be like football terms turned on, because it's so the talent in every.
I don't know what happened. But yes, the talent in the room is definitely different. You have. Okay, here he comes. He's coming back. I don't know what happened.
Not here still?
Huh?
Y'all see me still?
Yes, we see you.
Y'all can. I'm still. That was you. Okay.
What happened?
I was making sure, but hey,
go ahead.
I feel like you didn't see nothing go black.
Yes. You're here now.
All right, cool. Oh, okay, yeah. What was I talking about?
The talent in the room.
I don't remember.
Because I said Bass and Robbins.
Oh
different
my God,
flavors.
it's overwhelming. So, and then so many different personalities. Defense has grown. Defense has gotten better, younger. Offense better, younger. Backfield better, younger. And it's like the steps were taken.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? The steps were taken, and I feel like the refresher of it all is going to do astronomical things for not only the culture of the Buffalo Bills, but for our leader, Josh Allen.
Yeah, the refreshment, the new talent. New talent.
Hey, listen, Henny is Henny, but when you drop an ice cube in that beer, you're so silly. The only wide receiver in that wide receiver room who has caught a ball from Josh Allen is Shakir. That's it.
That's it.
That's
so
crazy.
That's
crazy.
Insane. That's insane, so, right?
As a defensive coach for another team, especially the ones that are in our the AFC East, I'd be sick right now.
Yeah,
I'm sick.
Well,
because out of everybody that's going on, these people are the only one unfamiliar.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You know what I mean? Like
Rick said too.
But who cares? You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I mean.
Yeah, the Jets. We know what we about to get. We don't know how long he's gonna produce, but nobody cares on that either. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? Nobody really cares. In Miami, who cares? So it's like everybody's looking at us. You see what I'm saying? And now they're looking at us with binoculars because they don't even know what's about to happen.
But here is the thing too, and yes, force feed one player, but yes. I think everybody is also sleeping on the Buffalo Bills, which is fine. The Bills are used to being that underdog slept on and all of that. Yeah. And that's where they thrive at. I like that too.
Me too.
But also too, I like the fact when we are commanding and demanding that respect.
Yes.
So you're in. And someone said this previously in the comments saying that Brandon Beane is very competitive. Mm-hmm. I don't think Brandon Beane came into this season and said, you know what? I don't think we're going to compete this year.
Right.
I don't think we're going to do that, guys.
When they were speaking right before the draft and he was looking at the camera, I'm talking about when you see laser focus and he said, I am never going to back down. Yeah. I am always going to put my foot forward and win. You know what I'm saying?
Do you not think he was pissed off that his number one wide receiver said, I don't know if he said this, right. But you could just imagine. My number one wide receiver said, I wanted to be traded or whatever the case may be, right? I want to be traded. I'm not playing for you. I will sit. Maybe those were the terms. Right. And for a competitor like Brandon Beane, and you're saying, what? And so no, I got to take this dead cat hit of $31 million. For right. You not to be on the team. Bet.
Hey. Bet. Hey, he was like this. Bet. Got it.
Okay. You want today? Today. Okay, bet.
Shit yeah, don't worry about it. Pack your shit. Don't worry about it. We'll see you and trust me.
Yeah.
That's what he was.
You think they're not going to be hyped though for that game? You think they're not going to be hyped for that game?
The Houston game is going to be insane. Do you understand me?
The storylines around that freaking game,
period,
is going to be insane, Mike.
It's going to be crazy, and the pressure's on, right?
It is on,
and we're going to see. We're going to see because we know you ain't going to be no number one. Very clear. They have their number 1 and 2, sir.
You know what I'm glad about? I'm glad about it's later in the season. I think it's later in the season. I think game 6 or something like that.
6.
But I think like the Bills and the Josh and the wide receivers would have some rhythm by that time.
Right.
So I'm glad. I'm glad. A lot of people wanted it to be the first game. I was like, I don't want it to be the first game.
Nah. You got to build up. That's a build up game.
Yeah.
And I feel like Josh gonna be talking hella shit. It's just me. Because you got the new gun in the league, second year. Dude's phenomenal.
Yeah.
And then you got Big Dog.
They was not trading him to Kansas City. I think I would have drove to one Bills Drive. What are you doing?
Listen, we'd have had a Diddy moment. I'd have blew his car up. Like, I ain't gonna hold
joking. He's joking.
No, I don't have a lighter. I don't have a lighter at all. But yeah, I'd have been on that. Nah, bro. Hey, no more chicken wings for this dude. Hell.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. Yeah, no.
Yeah, I think we would have been rioting if Brandon Beane would have traded him to Kansas City. What? Do you not like us? Not like us. Not the song either.
It would have been. I don't know. It would have been. Yeah. I would have been disgusted. Utterly disgusted. So, with him going to Houston, totally fine. All he wants to do is be in the warm when he kicks the football bucket. So
because they play in a dome, right?
I think so.
I think they play in a dome. Houston, they play in a dome. Houston plays in a dome.
Bougie.
Have at it. I really don't care.
Bougie.
I'm done talking about you. Anyway, I'll say this. Here's the thing. He's at OTA'S. Whatever. I don't care.
Would you look at that? Would you look at because you want to build with your buddies, huh? I hope you catch salmonella from the new food over there.
Okay. Yeah, the first game you got. Never mind.
You got the poops.
I was about to say.
Got the dukes.
But let's go around the league before we get out of here. The NFL has announced that the Pittsburgh Steelers will be hosting the 2026. I did say 2026. Yeah, draft.
Oh, draft. Ooh.
Yeah.
What?
Maybe I wrote that wrong. It is 2026. Whatever. Yeah. So Pittsburgh's getting a draft, and the Buffalo Bills can't get one.
Oh, don't worry. And the Bills draft is going to be the best one you've ever seen.
Come on, man.
You think people showed up for all these other ones? Oh, records will be set.
Yeah.
In Buffalo. Once y'all swing it this way,
so I got 2 more questions for you.
Mm-hmm.
So they may be ending the OTA'S.
I've seen that.
How do you feel?
That's no player wants to do training camp for 2 months.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to do that.
They're probably going to eliminate a preseason game, start training camp early. I don't know.
I would have to hear the logic behind it in order to back it. And
so they want to eliminate volunteer on field work in spring in favor of a long training camp.
Because training camp is mandatory, right?
Yeah, so it would be training camp would be more mid June and early July, because training camp now is late July. So they would do it in the mid June.
I know why. Okay, I see why they're doing it, because they're tired of the voluntary umbrella, right?
But also too, I can see, like Joey said, I can see more injuries if you do it that way. So it's kind of like a 50-50, because if you get rid of a preseason, so it's going to be one preseason, a longer training camp. I don't know, man. Whatever's best for these players, I'm with it. So
and I don't think that's the best thing for these players, and it's coming from the players saying that it's not the best thing.
Yeah, I mean, all they're going to do, they're going to extend the game. They want to extend the game. They want another game. That's all they want. They want another game. But if you do that, you're going to have to add another bye week. You cannot have these players
contracts. That's it. It's only these overseas contracts that are steering these guys off of the norm. If it wasn't no overseas games, we would still be at 16, and it wouldn't be no big deal.
But here's the thing, right? If you're going to do that, you're going to have to make your roster bigger. You cannot have a 53 roster and then have all of these games and don't have enough guys to cover. Because we were down to our freaking last linebacker. Come on.
Right.
Like you got a reward.
There were other teams that were struggling.
They were down to their last quarterback.
They were struggling to even suit up for a game sometimes. I forgot who they had. I don't know what team that was. But who did they have practicing kicking field goals? It was a receiver, because their field goal kicker was out. I forgot what team that was.
Oh my God, you're right.
You remember what I'm talking about, right?
Yes.
I forgot what team that was, and I was like, "Oh, it's getting thin down here."
And I know our kicker went down too.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It's out there, so don't be shocked if they add another game to upcoming season. Here's my last question for you. With June 1st being right around the corner, Saturday, is there because money's going to be released, is there anyone that you think that the Buffalo Bills should go out and get? Because we have money coming up.
We got money coming up in June, right?
Right. Yep. June 1st.
Hear me out.
Oh boy.
Hear me out.
What is it?
Hear me out. There's whispers on the street. I don't know. But my man, what's the Samuel from San Francisco?
Oh, what's his name?
Debo Samuel. And I'm going to leave that. It's a table. I'm going to leave that right there.
Okay. I don't know. Okay.
So pretty.
Whoever they get. I don't know. You're so silly. Yes, so Taylor Babs kicked a 68 field goal. 78. Damn. 78 field goal.
That was right. His foot is ready for war.
He's ready.
He's ready.
He heard y'all.
He heard
the threats. He heard the threats.
I heard y'all dropping the B on my name, and I don't appreciate that.
That's what happened.
It's bad.
Okay. The threats from last year. You're right, Rick. So I don't partake in threats. Bass.
Who do you think that we should go out and get, man?
Right? I don't know, Mike. I'm not gonna say I don't think we don't need anyone. I mean, if anything, I'll say linebacker because of what happened last year. Prior to Cole Bishop, I would say safety. Right. But right now, I don't know. I'm good with linebacker if anything happens. Deebo Samuel, Michael Thomas. I don't want him. I don't want Michael Thomas. Right? Michael Thomas is he gets injured too much for me.
I feel like his injuries are based off his
it probably maybe there
or it was based off the quarterback because he really had to reach sometimes for, you know what I mean? Like they weren't really like money shots.
But I want to say last year, or maybe it's just strength and conditioning coaching. Mm-hmm. It could be that too. Mm-hmm. So yeah. I mean, I don't know.
All these people that we're naming never received a football from our dog. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I feel like all these guys would be eager to step in the ring with Josh and, you know, be on the opposite end of that. I think any receiver would love to do that. Michael Thomas for sure, because he ain't had nobody throwing to him in a minute.
In a minute. And when he was healthy, he was a dog for sure.
Right, so. He's a dog. And then Deebo Samuel, he would love a great quarterback.
And I think they won't use Deebo Samuel the way that they use him in San Francisco. Because he's like a Swiss Army knife. That's a lot.
But we have so much talent that he could be kind of like, it doesn't have to be Swiss Army during the game. You could switch him per game if you'd like. But I feel like it won't be necessary here.
I didn't know he
was 33?
Yeah, I didn't know he was 33. Ooh, okay. That went fast.
Whoa, scratch him. Damn.
Right. Thomas said, I don't think they will sign anyone unless it's a very friendly deal. I'm with you.
Right.
I can see them keeping the money and making trades during the season so they can get a look at the team. I like that. I like that, Thomas.
Yeah, I like that.
All right. Okay. Well, before we get out of here, Mike is. Oh, well, not before we get out of here. We're out of here. Mike's going to get us out of here.
We're out. We're out of here.
Like that's it. All right. But not even that, guys. Do us a big favor. For some that we haven't seen in the comments before, go to our YouTube channel. Please like and subscribe. Tell a friend. Tell somebody you know. Tell your mom. Tell your dad. Tell somebody. Thomas, like, yes, for sure. Go Bills.
Tell your cousins, everybody, please.
We got a new segment coming on. So if we didn't get to your comments this time, just know that we are doing a new segment and it's going to be this. So it's going to be this. So just leave your comment, questions. We'll get to it. If we don't get to it here, I will get to it, and Mike will get to it later on.
Yes. Listen, keep the rapid fire in the comments. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all.
Yes.
And just because they weren't posted don't mean we wasn't reading them. It's just we love the rapidness of all that and the engagement. We appreciate y'all so much. Please subscribe, share our podcast, and like always, man, it's the best. You feel me?
Yes.
So, without further ado, we're about to get out of here. You knew you was, but I'm about to tell you again.
Yes.
That's T. Anywhere we at, we in the place to be. Shot 143. And this has been the #1 podcast in the world. Not Your Ass Podcast. Business 716. You heard the name.
You heard it. Go Bills. Peace, y'all.
Hey, hit the QR code if you...